Now, well, the reason why I hadn't tried this game yet, it's been out for a while. I tend to pick up simulators in subjects that I'm not too familiar with. Obviously, I work in IT, so I thought they wouldn't be very interesting. Because, if you're doing a simulator based on what you do every day, it might be a little bit on the boring side, but I thought I'd try it out. I thought it'd be funny to have an IT guy play IT Specialist Simulator. My career's been more on the software side of things rather than network administration. I did work in IT hardware, IT support for a little while. I've done a stint as a network admin for a while. So, I've done a little bit of everything, but I thought I'd jump in and see how accurate this game is. And I have played a bit into the campaign, and it is reasonably accurate. There are some areas of frustration, but I think that to simulate the process of working as an IT support specialist or an IT specialist in general, it is pretty hard to get that balance right, the mix between playability and accuracy. And I think this game is probably the closest to what Playway has managed to do, managed to get in the way of a successful simulator. Now, there's another game that they did a little bit earlier on called Service IT, and that was just purely IT hardware. And the reason why I think this one is a little bit better than their previous game is it tends to lend itself more into the network administration, software support, desktop support. You're not just pulling apart computers and putting them together. And I think the two games kind of dovetail into each other really well. So whether you want to play this game, I'd say maybe go and check out Service IT first. And if you like that game and you want more, then check this one out. They're both pretty good. I think this one is the most accurate IT simulator I've played. But there are some areas I think where there could be some improvement. But with that being said, it's a pretty damn solid game. They got most of it right. And we'll jump in. I'll show you some of the areas I think where they could improve the game. But I had to actually go back and have a bit of a think because it's been a while. I mean, I've been working in software for a while. I haven't been an IT hardware tech, apart from working on my own machines and side projects. I don't kind of dabble in computer hardware on a regular basis. So there are a few times where I had to go back and think and, oh, how do I do this again? The networking side of things is really accurate. The switches, routers, you have to work out subnets, you have to figure out IP address ranges and all that stuff. So it's actually pretty damn solid. And I mean that's what you expect from Playway. They've at this point, in my opinion, they're the best. They're the best simulation game publisher that's out there. There's just no one better. So you start off each day, you log into your virtual computer, you go to your mail, you go and have a look at your tasks. We've got a nice easy one here. And your tasks are broken between desktop problems, network problems, and also hardware problems like printer issues and stuff like that. Most of your tasks at the early game are going to be simple things like this. So I can go to the task here, I can select the device. We need to go check their monitor, check their settings. Their desktop resolution is probably too low. Let's go out here and have a look. Oh, we got a critical task just dropped in. I'm going to go do this really quick and then we'll do the critical task since we're already here. This will be a nice easy one to fix. Now you have to worry about things like SLAs. Oh, that hurts. That hurts my... Let me see if I can turn the sound down a little because it's a bit loud. The system sounds, I thought, turn them down. Let me just turn this down a little bit. Okay, that is quite blurry. So if we go to settings and display and resolution, there we go. Fixed. Let me go mark as done. Okay, let's head back and see what this critical task is. Okay, what I tend to do is delete these tasks as I do them, so that's done. Blue screen, memory issues, TPM. Okay, let's go check that one out. This is a critical one, so okay. We will need to restart the computer. In safe mode. Launch options. Safe mode. I've done all this before in real life. Then we're going to need to go into event viewer. Control R. Event viewer. I can't see anything. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. I've never come into that error before. 0xx4 0x0004fxx. Okay. All right, we're gonna have to go back and check out the in-game wiki. Let's connect to the VPN. Yep, I want Virus Plus. Authentication. Oops. 58. 58. This is the first bug. Sometimes when you click on stuff, you have to click it multiple times for it to work. Okay. Let's go to the forum. Now this is a error I've seen before in the event viewer, but I've never had the event viewer itself fail on me. In real life as well. This is something. It's not. It's the event viewer itself that's balked. 0x000 quadruple 04fxx. Just when I thought I had everything in this game down pat. No. Printers. No. Can't start computer. Naughty boy, you pirated a game. I've never done that. Not even once. The only problem is you can't search for in the wiki. You have to just go through the list, which can be a bit of a problem. Like if there's a way to search on error message, at least you can't do that. And the game does assume you have some level of IT knowledge. If someone was approaching this as like completely new to IT, had no knowledge of it, I think they might struggle a little bit. And that's fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's obviously an IT simulator, so you would have, they would expect you to have a base level of network addressing, for example. There are some helpful documents in here, but I don't think someone completely new to IT could do this. High RAM usage, no. Computer name, no. No. Hmm. I could try PowerShell. Let's give that a try. Okay. Let's try this. Holy hell. I can't even uninstall programs. This is completely knackered. Might have me completely stuffed. It's completely, I mean, at this point it's dusted. I'll just re-image the PC, but can't do that. Alright. I think I'm kind of lost on this one. We're gonna lose this task, so we're just gonna move on because there's other critical tasks. The other thing too in this game is the amount of tasks that come in. It's impossible to keep up. Like, look at this. The amount of tasks that you need to complete are just, yeah, look, so now we've got a critical task. So this is gone. I can't figure that out. So that's pretty much done. I've got to eat that. The other thing too, the cost of reputation when you fail a task is so ridiculously high that it's I mean it's fine to complete tasks when there's nothing out of the ordinary. But as soon as you get a really difficult task that you have to sit down and try and figure out, let's do a diagnostic. So let's see what it's printer's starting up. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, so much for the critical task. Hey. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know what to do with this, so I'll come back to that for now. We'll do the others, because I'm going to lose reputation on this job no matter what I do. So I'm 10 on son. Okay, let's have a look. You want orange elements and orange taskbar. Okay, settings, accounts. There we go. Orange. Oh wait, need orange wallpaper, orange taskbars. Yep, done. No Pmail. See, most of these tasks are really simple. It's just the ones that are out of left field that you struggle with. Once we've got all these other tasks done, I can go back and have another crack at that printer one. But I wanted to get everything else out of the way because it's most likely I'm not going to be able to fix it. I'm going to take a massive rep hit. But it is what it is. Okay, control, no, application store and email store. Yeah, the way that the wikis are set out in this are that's probably my only complaint with the game. You can't search for them. You can't search by terms, and that just means you have to. It comes down to you just using the wiki to the point where you know where all the data is off the top of your head. Like I know where what most of the articles do now because I've used them that many times, but they're very obscure, and there's no like you should at least have a list of common error codes. That's just IT 101. I have a list of common error codes and you know, even if it's just error codes and then a link to a forum page or a wiki page. That's just IT 101. Okay, and done. All right. Now this got me knackered. Let's go and have a bit of a look. Because we're not going to find the answer that we need anywhere else. So okay, so this one's done. That one's done. That one's done. Okay. Whoops. Change the router password. Change the Wi-Fi password. Okay. Okay, router admin password. That's easy enough. You can do that. So we go to our browser. Router. Admin. It's the default password, so you can change it if you want. And I want to go to security, and I will leave the username as it is. We will add a password. Okay. It's a save, bro. I did that. Okay, let's try again. Okay, the option to change this password's not there. Oh, there it is, finally. Okay, password changed. Done. Okay, we need to access an access point. That's easy enough. The IP address, we can access a wireless access points remotely, obviously. So it's 192.168.15.212. So what I can do is do this. 15. 2. Okay, and did you mention which Wi-Fi password? Okay. Do I need to change the ID? No. Melon Pink 2025. Melon Pink. Save. Done. Okay, so that's all of the critical stuff. I can go. More critical tasks. So even if you're a very competent worker, it's you got some crazy amounts of tasks dropping in. Like, it's only because I have a bit of knowledge on how to do this. But this is the pace the game's set, which is pretty crazy. Oh, wait. Here we go. IP address compliant with the standards. Okay, I'm going to need to go and check the wiki for the standards. Network addressing printers, 10 blah 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 171 to 179. Okay. And then I probably want to check the wiki and just check super quick if there's something else I need to know about. Printer. Okay, let's just check the IP address to start with. Ah, okay, I think I know the problem. It said, I think it's the IP address. That does not look right. Let's have a. I've just forgotten the IP address range. Let's have a look. I think that's our problem. Yep, 171 to 179. So, it doesn't tell me the middle of the range. But if I change the last octet to 179... Oh, okay, so that's right, 10.0.0. That's so this needs to be one. Let's go 7178. No. That worked. The IP address has been updated. It's not out of ink. I guess we can update. No, it's updated. Four, three, two, one. That looks okay. That looks okay. Full duplex, we want that. Ah, enterprise network, maybe? No. Compliant with standard. We're gonna have to go and have a look at the wiki again. This is the thing too. Like if you use you can use the wiki on your tablet, but it's very hard to read. I find it's better on the desktop PC. Let's go to forum. I'm looking for anything printer related. Viruses, PowerShell driver installation drive. Problems. Console, printer. Encryption mode set to transport. They need to switch to tunnel. That could be what it is. Encryption mode. I wish there was a back button here. Yeah, I know the subnet's right. Printers, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, then that's fine. Should be fine. Subnet's correct. It's a class A. Default gateway's correct. IP address is correct. Let's try this. No idea. And we are rapidly running out of time. I wonder, this is a good time to go and check one of the other printers. Check this. Because then we have a point of reference. And it's on the same network, so let's go TCP/IP. No, look. Oh, that's interesting. Hmm. Okay, let's have a look. 1, 2, 1, 6, 8, 10. Let's try it. What's the worst that can happen, right? Can't get any worse. One, 2, 1, 6, 8, 10, 7, 8. This needs to be 250.255.255.0, class C. And then this needs to be 192.168.10.1. I doubt it's going to be this simple. Oh. No, yeah. Okay, so it's not that. That can't be right. Is there any other printers I can check? It bloody is. It's bloody right. Oh, it's 15. Maybe it's 15, not 10. $15. Bro. That's 10. The other one's 15. Okay, maybe if we make this 20. $20. $20. Yeah, it's going to be that simple. No. Now, unfortunately, I have no idea. I think this is going to be another. We're gonna lose a few tasks today. There's not a lot I can do. Printers 192 blah 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 blah. It's on the right subnet. Should be fine. Let's check the router. Yeah, 10 and 15. Okay. Well, I tried 10 and 15. Unless they're not patched. I haven't had that problem yet. Let's go check the cable. No, I can't check the cable. We have to assume it's plugged in then. Okay, well, there's only 2 ports, so it has to be .10 or .15. So let's go check the range on this one. Put on the same range. .10.172. So if we make that other one 173, we should be fine. Ten, 173. The subnet's correct. 10.1 default gateway is correct. I don't think it doesn't matter what we're going to do. This isn't going to work. I can't get that. All right. Well, we're going to abandon the second job. I'm a great IT tech. I'm just going to. I mean, I've got to pick what I have a remote chance of being able to fix. At the end of the day, I could sit here the whole night trying to figure this problem out, and then your shift ends. My shift ends in a couple of hours, so I've blown this out. Unfortunately, it is random the tasks you get. Oh hey, Night Ray, how you going? I didn't see you there. My bad. I'm a software tester these days. I work in software like automation and that, but I used to be an IT tech back in the day, a long time ago. But yeah, it's really weird because the way this game, some stuff it does is really well, but you've got a wiki and you've got all these different ways to search for information, but you can't. All the pages are just set up in this giant mess. So, and I know they're trying to replicate real life, but the fact you can't search on error code is just really baffling to me. Yeah, it's odd. Okay. Now, this is the one that I was getting stuck on before. Event viewer. Yeah, so this is the problem here. I can't open the event viewer because I'm getting this problem. I can't open virus because I'm getting this problem. So I've got this error code, but if you go to the forums and wikis, which are supposed to help you, that you can't search by error code. So if I go to the forum, I go into problems, and I know the problem is to do with not with event viewer, but with a particular error code. But I can't search on error code. I have to look through the entire list. Okay, computer name. That's not what I want. RAM usage. It's probably not. Because it's triggering when opening applications, not in general. Screen too bright, not really interested in that. Can't start computer, not interested in that. Console commands. I mean, I just want to search by error code, right? Like, surely there's the list of event viewer error codes. I'm almost considering actually searching for it in real life, not using this. How do I now this is what I thought was, this is the way you would assume the problem is, but I can't even open the event viewer to check. So I've used the event viewer in the game before. Obviously, I've used it in real life too, but none of these error codes match up. And it wouldn't matter anyway. I can't even open the event viewer to see them. I'm just wondering if I just go and uninstall and reinstall the antivirus. I mean, that's pretty much all I can do at this point. Control panel. Oh, that's right. Yeah, everything's blocked. I can't do anything. Don't have any errors in device manager. I think I'm just going to take the hit. I'm going to take the hit. There's nothing I can do. running out of time, and I've got 2 other critical errors I need to fix. I know, like, working on a help desk, this is normal, but there would be some sort of escalation process. I don't think it's just like, oh, I couldn't do this in an hour. Oh, well, that's it. Just, wipe your hands, walk away, and then your reputation goes in the toilet. It's got memory issues. Is it the same PC? Oh no, it's 101. Yeah, you should see some of the other areas you get. TPM clear. So it's this one here. And that's TPM. So that's the TPM one that you were mentioning. This other computer's the one with the memory error. So let's maybe see if I can pull up event viewer on this one at least. No, it's the same bloody error. It's the same bloody error. And the internet's connected. There's something going on. I think it's a firewall. It must be blocking. Because what's the odds of both computers having the same error? Okay, I'm curious. It's probably not going to be this, but this gives me PTSD back to my the way I got into software was I used to do desktop support back in the day, and we had a bunch of devs that came in and they needed Linux installed on their PCs. And they wanted a bunch of custom jobs. So me being me, I just come in and I'm like, oh yeah, you want Linux? So I configured a bunch of laptops with Linux. I set up virtual environments for them. This is back when, they used to use Python, used an open source project to do all the e-commerce websites before they moved to something like ServiceNow, or in their case, I think they use Salesforce now. But yeah, they wanted all of these laptops set up, and then I remember we have the allowed standard operating system, so I completely stuffed that. I just installed whatever they wanted, thinking I was doing the right thing. And then when the IT manager got back, he's like, "Well, why'd you do that?" I'm like, "'Cause I asked." Right? Was their PCs, and I didn't see an issue, like it didn't breach and oh well. Now all of the problem was, once I did it for them, they got the expectation, and then they would bring their laptops in and they'd be like, oh, where's Skill? Like, it can fix the laptop for us. So I remember getting in trouble for it. And then the software development manager is just like, why don't you just come work for us and you can just set because he was sick of having to jump through hoops every time he wanted me to do something, and I had to worry about SLAs and standard operating systems, and he's just like, oh no, just come work in my department. And they poached me, and they were salty at me for ages. They weren't happy about that. That's for sure. I don't know if I found any threads. Let's have a look. I went off on a tangent. But I used to fix PCs. I did a stint I used to work for a American company, and as much as I like America, it was one of the worst companies I ever worked for. It was horrible. We had a guy, he got a knee reconstruction, so he got his knee fixed, and I was sacked. Right, they fired me because his knee started bleeding, and I took him to the hospital. But because I abandoned the help desk I'd actually failed in my duties, and the correct approach was for me to allow him to bleed out on the floor, because then I wouldn't have broken any of our SLAs. So I mean, I'm an idiot. I helped someone out of medical emergency, and for my actions, I was fired. They did that the when the manager did find out what the real reason was, because we had one Australian manager. He found out what had happened, and he's like, no, 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 just disregard it. Obviously, what you did's like is the right thing. Like, you know, they can't sack you for taking someone to the hospital with a bleeding knee. But by then I'd had enough. I was like, nah, like, you know, what's going to happen next time someone has a medical emergency? If you're not working here, I'll just get sacked the second time. So I was kind of out of it then. I was like, nah, I'm done. So I left that previous job. And as much as I love America, some of the working practices they've got is just terrible. Like, if someone's having a medical emergency, you can't sack someone for driving them to the hospital. It's just stupid. Task manager. Let's have a look. Oh wait, I can't. I need to figure out this bloody code for event viewer. Yeah, I hope I answered your question, Night Rave, in the longest way possible. I think we kind of messed this up, because this one bloody error I can't find. No. I'm looking for error codes now. I'm trying to find this 04XX error code. But I mean, what kind of wiki doesn't let you search on an error code? It's like the most simple thing. No. Connection problem. No error code here. No error code here. No. So I'm gonna lose this mission because it's timed out while I was trying to find the problem. So we're gonna lose some reputation, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not a big fan of the way this wiki works. You know, anyone who's ever used a wiki knows that you pretty much got to be able to, I mean, at least organize these by category. I can't start my computer. No. Screen too bright. No. 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 I keep coming back to this, to identifying errors in the event viewer, but I can't get to the event viewer to see the results. All I've got is an error code, which is not very helpful. Let me just check that error code again. I'm kind of flailing around trying to figure out how to fix this. Everything seems disabled too. Like, I can't uninstall anything. If I open Virus Plus, if I open, oh, Pmail's working at least. It seems like it's just the virus and event viewer. Can open the browser. Do I have an internet? Okay, I don't have internet connection. So 0x 4 zeros. Zero X. I mean, this could be properties. Okay, let's have a look. Properties. That's not really helpful. So apparently there's properties. Very helpful. That's not not helpful at all. I guess the next thing I'll do is go into the BIOS and maybe see if I can find something in there. I've tried everything else. Okay. Nothing really jumps out at me. Again, like any good wiki would give you the option to search. I know there's a property error on this computer, but I mean that could mean anything. And it's not every single app, it's only certain apps. Okay, let's just try normal boot. We're kind of running out of time. Yeah. Okay. I think the thing that I would suggest would be to allow some sort of search in the wiki, because it's just spaghetti in there. It's so hard to find anything. I mean, we've got error codes, but if I can't search on error codes, or at least get something meaningful back, it's like bloody needle in a haystack. Okay. Well, I have no idea. God help you if you're a non-IT person working on this. Refers to properties. These are 08, so these don't count. They're not going to be helpful. Okay, well, we're going to have to move on to another error because I can't figure this out, and we're running out of time. So we're gonna. The thing too is if you can't figure these out, some of the penalties for these, like this is insane. I'm gonna lose 10 points because I can't figure this out. I'm gonna lose 2 points here, so that's 12 points, and there's 14 points. So basically, yeah, I'm really stuffed. And you can get into a death spiral in this game. Like I had one bad day and my entire saved up reputation was gone in one day. And at that point I'm just starting the game again. Because there's no point. Like, even this now, I'll guarantee you with all of the rep I lose from these failed tasks, I'm pretty much back to square one. I might as well start the game again. And again, this is another problem I can't fix, so 10.173. And I'll look, if it's something simple I'm missing, that's fine. But up until now, I will usually run into one of these problems per day that I can't fix. And the problem is, if let's say I do a dozen things and I get 11 out of 12 right, but I get number 12 breaks, I lose all my reputation for the other 11 tasks. So if I had an SLA, I'm solving 11 out of 12 tasks every day, but that one task is failing, then it's basically, it's the same as if I've done no tasks. I've done nothing, because it zeroes out all the other work I've done, which is crazy. And this was in the reviews, because the reviews for this game, it has positive reviews overall. And I know that, I'm sure there's something simple I'm missing here, but the problem is, because when we look at this spaghetti in the forum, that's the best way I can describe it. There's no search function. I can't search by error code. So I have to go through every single time I see a problem, I have to go through every single entry in this wiki looking for a string of code for an error, which is crazy. You almost have to memorize what each of these do. And I have a notepad just sitting there. I'm just writing down the common problems. And even doing all that, I'm still running into these issues. So let's just have a look at because that other error I've given up on. I'm just going to try and fix the printer now. And there's even more stuff that's come in. So this is the thing. Like, if you have one problem where you get stuck, you end up in the death spiral that you can't recover from. There we go. So that has, let's just have a look and see how bad the damage is. It's going to be bad. Okay, let's continue. I'm surprised I didn't lose those tasks. They must be close to expiry now. If they're still open, they must be near expiry. Yeah, let's have a look. Okay. How did I not lose reputation from that? That's correct. I didn't lose any reputation, even though I couldn't. That's weird. I'm curious. Event viewer. Yeah, but I can't do that. So go select device. I tried this. I went to event viewer. It doesn't work. That was the problem. That was the problem I was trying to fix. You go to event viewer and you get a kernel error. Event viewer. See? I can't. So it's saying go to the event viewer. But I can't get to the event viewer. That's the whole problem. That's why I can't fix this. Bro. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to live with it. Okay. Oh, apparently these aren't there anymore. Okay. Printer unavailable. Is this the same error that I had yesterday? It's like spread throughout the network. It is. It's a bloody same. It's the same thing. Ten dot zero to 0 to 10. That can't be right. Something screwy is going on here because I'm getting the same error that's occurring on other printers that were working the previous day. So I know they had the right address, and the address hasn't changed. You can see the screen still open from the previous day. So unless something in the router's changed, which we would know if that had happened. Okay, let's just go to network addressing. So printers need to be in this range, right? They can be this range or this range. So I am going to change this to 179. Apply. So that, I mean, that should work. That should be right. 179, right? So if we go back here and we check router, printers, 192, and then the second two octets are whatever's in the switch, which we've checked, 171 to 179. So then if we go to the switch, right, or the router, and go to ports, we've got two of these ports here. One is .10.1, which is the one we're using, and it's active, or .15.1. So if I have 192.168.10.179, that should work, according to this. 179. Right? So that's got me completely stumped. And I haven't changed anything from the previous day. So I don't know. And I've run into heaps of these printer problems before. This is the first time this has happened. I'm level 3. I'm like a week deep into the game. So I don't know. 15, let's try 178. Oops, let's go 15. Still not right, apparently. Okay, enterprise. Oops. I know physically it's fine. It's got ink. It's up to date, software-wise. IP address is correct. Full duplex. It's the scope of sharing is on the network. Try wide area. But again, it doesn't say anything other than the IP address. So I don't know if there's another setting that's wrong. 15.178. That's correct. We go have a look here. It's the same range. It should be fine. 192 dot blah 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 178. It's in that range. And then if we go to the router, ports 15 192 15 178. It should be right. It's in the right subnet. Port is active. I have no idea. Unless I have to configure a new port. These are up. RSP measurements to look. What do I do this? The ports are right. No, I haven't changed anything, and that printer was working fine yesterday, and I haven't touched the IP address, so it should be fine. Don't know. Just keep moving on. Okay, let's see what else we've got to do. I hate just giving up on a task, but stuff just keeps coming in at such a crazy rate that I've got no choice. I have to. Pretty good device, of course. Okay, got no internet. Network. Right. He said he knocked something, so maybe let's just check if the patch cables. It's a bit hard to get to the back of this computer. I can't reach it. I have to go around. I can't reach the patch panel. Usually you can reach this, see? The RJ45 socket. I can't reach this. I physically can't reach it because it's underneath the table. I can't get to it. Okay, so, I think I see the problem. Yeah, but how am I supposed to connect to this? I can't bloody get to it. See what I mean? Like I can't get to the computer because the bloody desk's in the way. For all I know, it could be disconnected. This looks like it is disconnected, but I can't bloody do it. You can't pull computers out too. There's like a lot of little things like this. By themselves, it's not too bad, but it makes it very hard to troubleshoot. Oh, now, no, I can't bloody do it. Okay, that's connected. Okay, let's, there it is. That's disconnected. See, when I select that says disconnect. He's pulled the cable out, right? But how do I connect this? That's the problem. I need to connect this to this. I need the patch cable into the back of the tower, but I can't because the bloody table's in the way. And I can't go prone. I've tried. I can't get to the back of that computer to fix this. So this has stuffed me. See, I can't get to it. It's definitely, that's a problem. 100%. Because you have a look here. Let's break this down. This computer's here, right? Right. See, it moves that computer. See? So if I select this, I know that this is connected to this, which is right. That's good. So we're not going to touch that. But if I then go over here and I select this, I can't do crap. Look. I'll try and disconnect, and then I'm going to try and connect it here. Oh, okay. Hold up. Put the patch cords in my inventory, in my quick slots. But if I do this, and do this, right, that's connected into that panel. But now if I do this, I can't connect it. I can't even bloody get to it. Right? I can't get to this computer to plug the damn thing in. So I'm knackered. That's it. I can't fix this one either. This one kind of, this is the thing, like there's a lot of little bugs in this game that you end up with in these fail conditions for jobs because you can't do anything about it. And like, as an IT simulator, it is detailed, but service IT, because the scope was a bit smaller, it was just fixing computer hardware. And because it was the scope, like I think what they've tried to do is they've tried to make a game about IT management, but they've thrown every single type of IT problem in there, but they haven't managed any particular one of them very well. So then you end up with this giant smushing together of all these different problems. And some of them are easy to fix, but these more complex issues, you can't get to computers, you can't plug cables in, you can't search the wiki for codes, you get all these jobs with these arbitrary time limits that are so bloody short that there's no hope of me being able to do all of these in one day. You know, you've also got other problems like this with the same error popping up on printers that's work where nothing's changed. The IP address hasn't changed. It doesn't make sense that this didn't work unless something's changed at the router, which we've checked, and that's not broken either. So I'm kind of stuck here. I don't think I can do anything more with this. It's a bit of a difficult one because I like this game, but there's just a lot of little bugs that are happening, and a lot of these things have already been pointed out by people. I think the people that are finding this the most frustrating are people who've worked in IT, because if you don't work in IT, you're just going to be like, oh, I'm too dumb, you know, I'm not understanding the game, and you're walking away going, well, the problem's me. And granted, some of the problem of this might be me. Maybe I've missed something, but through a process of elimination, I know this is all correct. And I know, look, even taking all of this out, even if I was wrong about this, this address, I had the screen open with the IP address, trying to resolve a problem with another printer yesterday, and it hasn't changed. So if this is broken, that means it's not the printer, it means it's something upstream. So, yeah, but because I can't go any further with this, I think I'm going to leave this here, because it's I'm kind of stuck. I can't do anything further until they fix these issues, or until at least we get some clarity. I mean, I've already, this computer here, I already know 100% what the problem is, right? I can't get to the back of the computer. It won't let me pull this. You should be able to pull computers out, right? Because I can do it with any of these other computers. If I go here and I go RJ45, it moves the computer. Look, bang, done. This computer here, there's only one socket this can be. And you can see when a socket is disconnected, you can see it, right? This connects to this. This connects to this. It's not, there's nothing in there, right? But I can't get to it. I can't get to this bloody computer because the desk's in the way. I just need to plug the cable in. I can't do it. So I think for the moment, if I was going to recommend an IT game, I'd say that Playway's other game, Service IT, is probably a little bit better. And the reason why is because it's more focused on one particular type of computer problem. It's just computer hardware. And they're just focusing on fixing computers and hardware. And because the scope is a bit smaller, the game is a lot smoother. With this, they're like, we're going to do all these different types of computer hardware problems, software problems, and you're going to manage it all. And in theory, it sounds great, but when you get these issues happening and you can't fix them, and also the way the game penalizes you so heavily for mistakes, like, and this is just normal. I'm not even playing in hard mode. If you're playing in hard mode, God help you. If you're not an IT tech, you know, if I didn't know my way around IP addressing and know my way around computer hardware and some of the common errors we get, I think that's probably made it worse for me, because a lot of the stuff I would expect, like the ability to search inside a forum, simple stuff that most IT techs are able to do, and because it's not there, it makes it harder. It makes it a lot harder. But we're going to have to move on to the next game. I may come back to this once I've spent a bit more time. And if the issue is me, fair enough. But I mean, I looked through the Steam reviews, and a lot of the criticisms and a lot of the points they raised are exactly the ones that I raised. So it's not just me. It's not just me. And to be fair, it's a very, very big area to cover. What I would have done was maybe make the game a bit more focused on just computer networks or just server maintenance or one area, and then really get that fixed and get it working well, and then work on the other areas. But that's just my opinion. I feel like I'm a bit qualified to talk on it since I'm an IT guy, and I hope this, the criticism does help them with this. But I mean, everything I mentioned it's not new. It's stuff that other IT techs, some of them far more seasoned than me, have mentioned. But we're going to move on to the next game.